Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna install the highly anticipated QUICKFLIP license plate mount. Let's go! So here it is, the QUICKFLIP package. Let's unbox it together. So the first paper we are getting is the certification. This is where they have checked all the components and checked if all the components are in the box too. Then we get a nice installation guide with step-by-step tutorial. And then we're getting in this confetti box. Luckily they put it in another bag. So here it is. Very nice branded sealed bag. So first we are getting the electric QUICKFLIP. Here it is. Looks very premium if you ask me. With a specialized 3D scanned mount for the YAMAHA R1. They are doing this for more and more bikes, but it takes time to get them all released. So then we got the control module. This is basically the QUICKFLIP computer. This is how the QUICKFLIP behaves. Also with really nice pre-installed connectors. So this will make the job a lot easier. Lastly in the package is all the cables. And also some goodies with stickers and some keychains. And then we got the wiring harness going inside the bike. And also the cable with the button for the clip-on control. So without further ado, let's install this QUICKFLIP. So let's start with removing the seat and the seat cover, and then move on to removing the old plate. So my bike got a GPS module for the CCU unit, so we're gonna disassemble this one too, and also this cover and this bracket. So as you can see, we have removed the whole top end of the rear part of the seat. So now we move on to removing the OEM plate mount. Let's go. And off it goes. So now it's time for the QUICKFLIP bracket. This is secured with two holes over here. This is of course different on other bikes, but on the R1 it's secured with 2 bolts. Let's install it. Let's guide the cables through the hole on the bottom of the bike. Lines up pretty good. Now let's secure the bolts. Alright, the mount is on the bike and it's looking really strong if you ask me. Now it's time for the wiring. Let's go. So I switched the bike around just so we can see this side of the bike more, because all the wires are gonna be following this side of the frame. So basically following the OEM wiring harness of the frame. But the next step is to install the button. So I think I'm gonna install the button over here, because on this side I don't have enough space because of the thumb brake we have over here, and also the front lever adjuster. So let's try to fit the button somewhere over here. So I've mounted the button, and then I don't know if you can see it, but I mounted it over here, just below the fuel pump switch. So now it's really hiding behind this switch. I think this is a really good place for the button, because it's not so obvious that the button is over here. It's also black, so that's perfect. So let me explain how I routed the cable. The cable is over here. and it's going behind the brake lines and is following the OEM wiring harness, and then it goes behind the key and it will come out just underneath the triple clamp, also following the OEM wiring harness, and then it will going behind this fairing, behind the frame, besides the tank, and will eventually come out over here, and then we will mount everything together. So let me skip the boring part and I'll catch you guys when the wire is in. So I stripped a lot of the side of the bike. I lifted this cover, moved the ECU out of its place, so now we got nice access to guide the cable behind this cover. So QUICKFLIP is providing us with an extension cable with pre-installed connectors, as you can see. So we will connect this extension wire to this connector, route the wire all the way over here behind the frame, besides the tank, and all the way over there. So quick update. I have guided the wire from the button following the wiring harness, attached some zip ties to keep the wire in place. Here's the connector for the extension, following the wiring harness all the way over here, and here it goes inside the frame. So for now we're gonna reinstall this side of the bike and then work our way from the tank to the battery. So as you can see, this side of the bike is fully rebuilt. So now let's move over here. I guided the cable behind the frame, and now it's gonna following the wiring harness over here back into the battery. So another update, the cable is going over here. It's coming out on this location, then it goes around the corner, around the battery, beneath all these cables, and then we get it over here. Normally in the R1 there's a servo over here. This is for the exhaust valve. Because I got a full system exhaust, I can remove the servo, and then I put in this servo body. This is a really cheap dongle, and it fixes the problem that you have to keep the ECU here to keep away the engine light. So now we got room for the computer for the QUICKFLIP. So the QUICKFLIP computer is coming over here. So let me grab that real quick. So here's the computer. It's quite a big box, but if you remove the servo from the exhaust valve, then you got enough space to install this computer. So I'm gonna put it like this or something, or maybe upside down. I have to think about that, but I will stick it on the side with some dual-sided 3M tape, and that will keep it in place. So I've sticked on some dual-sided silicone tape or something, but it's really sticky. So let's install it in the bike. Right, be with me, but it's kinda messy to see all these loose cables, but it's really easy. I've sticked the box over here, so this is not moving anymore. This is the button that's coming from the front of the bike. Then we got these two wires. These are coming from the QUICKFLIP mount itself, from the rear. And then we got all the cables that are coming from the computer. All the connectors are labeled. So this one is white, so this one goes to the white from the plate. This one is black and is going inside the black front from the front. Then we got a minus and a plus. This is for the power. And then we got the LED light from the plate mount itself, and that is going inside this colored wire as well. So we need some power for the module. So this is the connector for a plate light. That's normally OEM on the bike. This gets 12 volts when you switch on the ignition with the key. So we're gonna attach the black and red wires from the computer to the plate light cables. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these cables, so remove these self-made connectors, and then solder these wires to these cables, because we got a connector from OEM over here. So when you buy a QUICKFLIP, they also provide you these soldering connectors. So you put these over the wires and you heat them up, and then the silver part in the middle of these connectors is gonna melt, and it's melting the cables together, and the red part is sealing the cables off, so it's waterproof. So that's also really nice that they provided this inside the kit. So for the R1, the blue and red cable is going to the red cable from the computer, and then the black cable is going to the black cable from the computer. So I've attached the connector shrinky thingy, and now we're gonna heat this one up, and then everything will melt together. Alright, the cables have been soldered together, so now we can reconnect it with the cable light plug with the OEM connector, just like that. So now we can connect the button to the cable. So I have zipped up the button and the power all together and put it underneath this relay. So now we only have to plug in the plate mount motor and also the plate light. So let's do that real quick. Alright, these wires have also been connected, so now we're gonna zip tie them up so it looks all nice and clean, and then I'll come back to you guys. So everything looks nice and clean now. Maybe for you it's a little bit messy because you see a lot of different wires. Yes, I know, but some wires are from the quad lock wireless charger, some are from the fuel pump, some are from the GPS module that needs to be still plugged in. So yeah, but for me it's really simple, and everything is zip tied together and it's all in one package. So now let's reinstall this part of the bike, and then the moment of truth, and power it on. So as you can see, the bike is fully back together and the QUICKFLIP is installed. Everything should work like it's supposed to work, but we'll give it a try right now. So first on, let's power on the ignition on the bike, and then we will press this button and it will turn red. And red means warning, because the plate mount is folded in show mode. So if we press it again, the red light will go out and the QUICKFLIP will light up its license plate light and will fold out. This is all standard programmed inside the computer, but QUICKFLIP has also got an app, and with the app you can change everything. So you can change if the light comes up when the QUICKFLIP folds. You can also choose to let the QUICKFLIP come up when you turn on the ignition, and will go down when you turn off the bike. It's all customizable inside the app. So you basically don't really need the app, except if you want to change some things on the QUICKFLIP itself. You can choose what the angle is of the plate, you can choose what the angle is when it's folded in, everything. But we will cover up the app when it's fully ready. So now we have to install the plate mount onto the plate bracket. So let's do that real quick. So now we are gonna connect the QUICKFLIP to the app. So first let's turn on the ignition. Now we go over to the app. The app is called QUICKFLIP, and we open the app, and then we wait till it finds the QUICKFLIP. So now it's searching for the QUICKFLIP. So as you can see, it found the QUICKFLIP. So now we're gonna connect to the QUICKFLIP. Now it says connecting. So now we're basically inside the app. As you can see, we are now inside the app, and we're gonna explain the app from top till bottom. So as you can see, you see the act position. This is the position where the plate mount is at right now. So now it's at 0%, so it can't go any more flat than what it is right now. But if we tap the up button, the plate will go up, and then as you can see, it will go to 100%. So now we're gonna put it back down. So now it's at 0% again. So this is inside the app. Inside the app you can choose to have it up or down. It's up to you. Then we will move over to the profiles inside the app. Inside the app we got road. And if you're in profile road, you can't fold the plate. So you can't fold it with the button and you can't fold it with the app, as you can see. So this is basically a full locked mode. Then we got show mode. In show mode, the light on the button will be blue when it's folded in. But when we're in profile show, we can choose on what position we want the plate mount to fold in. So now I want it to have it on 70. So now when I tap up, the plate mount will go up to 70%. But if we wanted to have it on 30% and we tap up, it will go to 30%, as you can see. So then we got another profile, and that is track. And track is basically a copy of show mode, but it got a different name. In this profile you can also slide where you want the plate mount to fold into. So you can basically set two profiles on different settings. But then we move over to the quick button selection. And we start with PDOS. So PDOS stands for plate down on startup. What that means is, for example, when the plate is up like this and we turn on the bike, it will automatically go back to its down position. If we don't want this and we want to have the plate stay up, then we turn on the PDOS, then it will basically always stay up. Either if you have the bike on or off, it will always stay up. So then we move over to RTP, and RTP stands for real-time position. If we turn this off, the act position indicator will go away. That is the indicator here on the top. So if you don't want to know where the plate mount is at right now, you can turn this off. But we want to know where it is, so we keep it on. Then we move over to PL, and PL stands for plate light. And as you can see, the plate light is on at the moment. But for example, if we don't want to have it on, we can just switch off the plate light inside the app. But we want to have it on, so we turn it back on. Then we move over to APL, and this stands for automatic plate light. If we turn this off, the plate light will stay on when we fold up the plate mount. But if we want to have an automatic plate light, so for example we turn it on and now we fold it back up, the plate light will go off when the plate mount is coming back up. And it will go on when we're putting it back down. If we don't want this, we can just switch it off inside the app and we turn it up, and the plate light will also stay on. So that's basically how the app works. So now we're gonna do some beauty shots.
We're back in the garage. Hope you guys enjoyed those beauty shots. Also, I really hope this video is really useful for you when you're installing the QUICKFLIP on your bike. And also don't forget to use my code Jim_R1 for 10% discount on your next order on the website from QUICKFLIP. Also check the link in my bio to get your QUICKFLIP, and see you guys in the next one.